So here is the key, the secret, which is not a secret, of being able to say goodbye, banish, overwhelm, procrastination. Now, if you've ever suffered from either of those, you'll know what it's like. You may be suffering from even now. So listen, please. In 5 minutes, I will give you the key to getting things done. Okay? Have a listen after this. Hey, welcome to the Personal Development Unplugged podcast with me, Paul Clough. And this is an FMQ, a 5-minute quickie podcast, which never lasts 5 minutes. It always goes a little bit longer. But it's a chance for you and I just to muse, to think of a subject, to talk about it for a few minutes, and then spend time thinking, seeing how it would change our life if we maybe developed it a little deeper. And maybe sometimes these 5-minute quickies will go into a longer podcast where we can dive deeper and produce processes, hypnosis processes, NLP processes. Don't worry about the names. They're just processes for making our life and your life absolutely better. Getting rid of anxiety, fear, all those other hang-ups and issues that we have, and have the life we deserve and make dreams come into reality quicker, bigger, better than you could ever dream of. But they're the longer podcasts, and this is a 5-minute quickie where we break down the complicated into simple, because in simplicity there's genius, and that's what we do here. So if you want to just think for a little while, see what happens. See what resonates inside you. And when it does, you go change the world.
This is Personal Development Unplugged with Paul Clough.
In simplicity, there is genius.
In simplicity, there is genius.
Hey friend, a 5-minute quickie that is literally, it might not even be 5 minutes. And it's all about doing the right thing. And what I mean by the right thing is the thing that's going to make most difference to your day. Now, I know a lot of people write lists of the things to do, i.e. a to-do list. I don't like to-do lists. I like doing mind maps, but I guess mind maps are just like to-do lists, but in a circle and have little legs on. I suppose you could say that as the simplest terms. But the thing is, I do know procrastination starts when we have an infinite amount of things on a to-do list, because it becomes overwhelming. Because we have to look at it and go, all of this? I have to do all of this? And even though you might think or know that some of those things do not need to be done today, they're tomorrow, but they're on that bloody to-do list. Now, if you're going to write, I'm going to start that again. If you are going to write out a to-do list, even if it's in the form of a mind map or any type of bloody list, because you get them on your phone and everything like that, that's fine. But then, when you have that list written, and just before the overwhelm kicks in or the procrastination kicks in and all that other rubbish, you sit down and go, right, I'm going to ask myself one question. One question. If I only did. Now, I'm not going to tell you the question. Well, I am. Because there was a thing a long time ago where this man got paid thousands of dollars, apparently, of advising somebody to say, what are the best and the most important 3 things you could do in the day? But to me, even 3 things can be overwhelming depending on what those 3 things are. So I just want you to look at your list. And if you haven't got a list and it's in your head, Christ sake, get it out on paper. Get it out somewhere. Because in your head there's even more overwhelm. But you get your little list or your big list and you say to yourself, not 3, not 2. This is a sale day, by the way. If I looked at that list and I could only do 1, what would be the most important? And most important meaning it would have the biggest effect on my day. If I only did that one thing, my day would be a good day. If I only did that one thing, I know that I'll have done the most important thing, not the most urgent, because urgent things can disappear sometimes. The most important thing that would make the most impact on my day. Now, whether it's in business, if it's your social life or whatever it is, it doesn't matter. You can have a couple of lists, one for the evening, one for the day, but you say, what is the most important thing? that if I only did the one thing, then that day would be good. And I know when you do this, you're going to say, yeah, but what about all the other stuff, Paul? Try doing more than one thing at a time. You blooming can't. You can't even think of two things at one time. You can't feel emotions, two different emotions at one time. Try feeling happy or sad together. It doesn't work. One thing at a time. Push the rest away. Once you've decided that one thing, put that list away, out of sight, out of mind, in a drawer, somewhere. Turn the phone off. Do not look at it again until you have said, I'm going to do this one thing. It's going to take me X amount of time and I'm just going to do it. Nothing else. This is sacrosanct. I'm just going to do this one thing. And I know if you do that, you'll probably have loads more time to do the other things on your list. But then you don't look at that list in total again. You just get that list out. You cross, delete, mark off the thing that you've just done. And then you say to yourself, if I could only do one thing on this, what's remaining on this list? What is remaining on this list? I get it right, Paul. If I did that now, having made a success of the first one, if I did that one more thing, it would add to the richness of my day, make a change in my life, make a change in my work, whatever it is, but only one. And when you go down that list and you go, well, it could be this, no, pick the one that jumps out and goes, this will make the most important changes, not the urgent, the most important changes. By when I succeed at this, life is going to get better. Work is going to get better. And then put the list away and just do that thing. Block your time out, set your intention and just do the bloody thing. And you will find, I guarantee, if you do this simple little system, you will get more done and overwhelm and procrastination will begin to just disappear forever. So that is the 5-minute quickie. Hope you enjoyed it. I just wanted to tell you one thing today, and this is it. Because when I do the most important thing, I feel good. Oh, so please share this, by the way. Please share this because it is most important and it's so bloody simple. And what do we say? In simplicity, there is genius.
In simplicity, there is genius.
All right, time to fly. Bye.
Warning, you are now leaving the unplugged mind of Paul Clough. It's time to fly on your own. Be brave, my friend.
Personal Development Unplugged.